All right, guys. Now, yeah, I think it's okay. Now you can tell me. Yeah, each team just again choose a person and then tell me about that. Yeah. If yesterday you did that already, then today you don't have to. Okay. Number one, work in small groups. You are going to hear two students talking about a project on human relationships. Before you listen, discuss these questions. Number one, how do you think doing projects can help people to learn? And number two, do you enjoy doing project work? Okay? Yeah, the first team, please. Who's going to tell me? Okay, Nhi, tell me. Right? Oh, Nhi did that already? Okay. So, Bình Hương, yes, you can do it. So, number one, how do you think doing projects can help people to learn?
In my opinion, I think doing project is really helpful. It makes people have more knowledge about their subject they are fighting. Also, when they are doing a project, they often do it like team, and it makes them more responsible to work together.
Yes, okay. I think that's a good one. TOEIC, do you enjoy doing project work?
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
Because I think when I doing the project, I will need to find the information. Then I can learn lots of new things. And I think those things also can be the necessity for my jobs in the future. When I do the project work, I also can improve my abilities in many things and have more relationships.
Yeah, okay. Ngọc Anh, how about you? Number one. How do you think doing projects can help people to learn? Okay, number two then. Do you enjoy doing project work?
Yes, I really enjoy doing project work because when we doing project work, we need to find lots of information when we do, and we can know a lot of and can improve yourself or develop yourself and.
Okay. Or maybe you just answer based on your own experience. Have you ever tried any project work before? Yes or no?
Yes, I do. I have doing project work with my friends.
Yeah, something like that. Just keep in mind. Okay, think about it. You don't always have to come up with some kind of something strange or unusual. You just answer the questions based on your own or your real experience. Okay, maybe sometimes you may face some kind of difficulties, or maybe some kind of bad experience when you work as a member in a team. You understand? It's not always good, right? Yeah, because sometimes when you work with someone and they're very lazy, they don't want to do their work, and they want to, avoid doing everything, something like that. So you just answer these questions based on your real experience. That's all. Oh yeah, Thiên Nga, number one.
I think doing project can help people to use what they learn to deal with the problem in a real life situation, and it can give them a chance to work with the other people and learn from the other people's experience, so they can improve themselves more.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Minh Đức, number two.
Yes, like I really love to doing project work because this usually give me the feelings of become a leader, like lead my team to become perfect while doing the project. Like they usually give ideas, content, or maybe like some games while doing project, so we can relax, chill together. And also projects give me experience, a lot of experience. Like become a leader of a team is really helpful for my future job. Also doing project is like a very good way to study new things, ideas, or maybe you can grow yourself a lot, like just like that.
Okay, thank you. Rồi, Như, number one, how do you think doing projects can help people to learn?
In my opinion, when we have to do a project together and we have different ideas, and we can learn from that idea and have new knowledge from my friends.
Yeah, okay. You can give some examples. For example, have you ever tried any projects before? Doing some projects with your friends, and then how did you learn? How did you improve? Something like that. You can give some examples. Okay, so then you can understand your answers. Okay. All right. Thư, number two. Okay. Yes, number one.
Doing projects, learning also helps students develop important life skills such as time management, organization, goal setting. Through the process of planning and executing a project, students learn how to prioritize tasks, meet deadlines.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. That is a very kind of professional answer already. Yeah. So you only mentioned you use some kind of couple words like time management, and you work together. Yeah. Okay, that's really good. But try to answer with your own words as well. But if you can remember those things, it's fine. Okay, it's fine for me. But Thư, you don't need to list all of the things you can learn. You just list like just one or two, and then you give some examples or some explanation. It's much better. Okay, much better than you just list like 5 or 10 of them. It doesn't really work. Yeah, try to mention only one or two, and then you think it's very helpful for you. All right, Hương, number two, right? Okay. Yes, that's right.
Teammates, like they won't do it, and I just do it by myself.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And also it take me so much time to do it.
Yeah.
Instead, I can learn in some other subject.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, good. Huy, number one.
When I do project, help me have more knowledge to help us in the future. And when we do a project, we can do with my friend and play with my friend.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, yes. Now I can give you some real examples. How do you think doing projects can help people to learn? Yes, really. Yeah. Okay. It can help people to learn a lot. For example, now you are learning English, right? Can you imagine if I give you one assignment and then you need to work as a team? For example, I say that, okay, can you do some research about kind of different types of relationships and how people can build relationships, how can people build strong relationships, and what could be the reasons why so many relationships may be broken, something like that. So if you just discover each other and then you go on the internet, you search and then you read a lot of articles, a lot of books and many things, and you put everything inside one report, and then you can put that like 50 or 100 pages, for example, like that. I'm sure you can improve much faster than just learning one by one. You understand? Yeah. Yeah, and that's normally that's what you often do when you get into university. Maybe not now at high school or secondary school, okay? But maybe at university you have to do a lot. And if you have a strong team, that will definitely help you to improve your skills a lot, okay? Not only your reading skills, but also your writing skills and communication skills and everything, okay? All right, now exercise 2. Nhi, can you please read that? Yes. Underline the key ideas in questions 1 to 5, but not options A to C. Yeah, just do it. For example, number 1, what problem does Fumiko have with her psychology project? And we just need to analyze some keywords like what problem Fumiko, yeah, that's the name of the person, have psychology project, something like that. So now please analyze all of the keywords. Yeah, finished. All right, now let's fix that. Number 2, what should we underline? Yeah, what point? Yeah, Victor make. Yeah, Fumiko's tutor. Yeah, some unnecessary words are does, about, something like that. We don't need to underline. Yeah. Number 3. Yeah, what has Fumiko or what Fumiko? Yeah, only read. Okay. What has Fumiko already read? We don't need to underline on her topic. Yeah, of course, she must read something on her topic, not anyone else, not anywhere else. All right, number 4. Yeah. Yeah, Fumiko's project must include. Okay, include. Okay. Include something, and then we need to include this or that. Number 5. Yeah, Victor and Fumiko arrange. Okay, what do they arrange? All right, now let's listen to the conversation. Or maybe a speech channel now. No, not yet. We still have to do exercise 3 and read something in 4, because we will do 1 to 10 all at once. Okay? Exercise 3, Quỳnh Hương.
Speaker is IELTS listening test often use signals to help candidate know when the answer to a question is coming. Make questions 1 to 5 above into the signals A to E.
Oh my God. Yeah, but if we do this, then we know the answers already. Okay, we just do it. Right? Because they say, speakers in IELTS listening tests often use signals to help. Yes, they often use some signals, guys. Normally when you hear, when they talk, and then they say something, oh, but, however, Unfortunately, something like that. That means that they change the idea to something else. And normally that is where the answers come out. Okay? Signals you how candidates know when the answer to a question is coming. Match questions 1 to 5 above to the signals A to E. For example, B, that's the trouble. And that's for number 1. Because, well, what the problem? Okay, what problem does Fimco have with her psychology project? So that's the trouble. Yeah, you can analyze, you can answer those things. We'll help you a little bit, but I don't think we need to do this. Alright guys, now tell me the answers. A, 2. Okay, the thing about Mr. Resident is, you should answer number 2. What point does Victor make about Fimico's tutor? Okay, C, 4. Yeah, he said that the important thing was, number 4, according to the listener, Fimico's project must include, so the important thing was what? D, look, tell you what, I text you. 5. E, so what reading have you done so far? 3. Yes, like already read. Okay? Yeah. Exam advice. Tôi read that.
Exam advice. Look quickly at the number of tasks and the number of questions in each task. Use the signals you hear and the key ideas you underline to help you answer the questions. With any questions you cannot do, try to answer them when the recording has finished.
Yes. Do you understand that? Yeah, that's very common, right? These advices, they are very common. Okay? Like look quickly at the number of tasks and the number of questions in each task. Yes, of course you have to do that. And use the signals you hear, something like that's the trouble, or the thing about Mr. Resident is, or the most important thing is, something like that. Or but, however, yeah. And then, yeah, use those signals and also the underline, the key words you already underlined to help you. And in case you cannot answer any questions, then just leave it and then wait until the recording finished, and then you just fill in the answers later. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. If you don't know, and then they just have A, B, or C, so you have 33% of getting the correct answer, right? So just mark it. Okay, so that's for number 3. Now number 4, Ngọc Anh.
Quickly read through questions 6 to 10 and think about the type of words and type of information that you will need.
Yes, quickly read through questions 6 to 10 and think about the type of word and type of information that you will need. Yeah, that's very helpful. You just read through everything to get the idea. Okay. And for example, number 6, define something using a diagram. So number 6, what part of speech should you use here? Now, verb, adjective, adverb. Which one? Number 6. What do you think? Yeah, it should be a noun, right? Define. After, define is a verb, and after define, it must be a noun, right? Define something. Background relationships in the. Yeah, so you also need noun for number 7. Present an overview of the. Again, that's also a noun. For human relationships, for example, work, home. Look at 6. Yeah, noun, and that should be a plural noun as well, right? Because we have 6 something, okay, involved in a friendship. Predict the future. Predict the future. Yeah. You might think adverb, but it can be a noun as well. Okay. All right, now let's do it. Listen and do questions 1 to 10. Yes, just listen. Track, which track number is that? 7. Okay, let's go.
Track 7. Unit 7. Listening. Exercise 5. You will hear 2 students talking about a project on human relationships. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Hi, Fumiko. How's the psychology course going?
Oh, hi, Victor. I'm really enjoying it, but I've got a project this term that is, part of my assessment, and the topic is really hard.
Oh, is it ideas that you need?
Oh, thanks, but I think I've got plenty. That's the trouble. I don't really know where to start. My tutor's given me such a huge area to cover that I can't seem to narrow it down to something I can manage.
So, what's the topic then? Maybe I can help.
Well, it's... the mystery of human relationships.
Your tutor's Mr. Dresden, I bet.
How do you know?
Well, he gives very, shall we say, broad project titles. I mean, when I had him, one of my topics was happiness is ...
He makes you think, doesn't he?
Yeah. The thing about Mr. Dresden is that he likes to find out what you really enjoy working on.
That's a good idea in theory. If I had more time, it would be fine.
So, what reading have you done so far?
Well, he's done one lecture on my topic. That was a few weeks ago. And then he gave us a couple of articles from a journal.
Have you still got them?
I put them away somewhere without looking at them. I will find them eventually. But I've just got these books from the library. I might find something useful in these.
Have you been on the internet?
I have, and there are some fascinating reports, but they made me realize just how much has been written.
Well, what exactly have you got to do for the project? I guess you have to present it, so there will be charts and things?
Well, actually, Mr. Dresden didn't ask for data. He said that the important thing was to read about the topic and definitely include a list of all our sources.
I told you, didn't I? He's just getting you to find stuff out.
I could do a survey and interview some people of different ages.
Okay. Well, maybe I can help you a bit.
Could you?
I've got an English Lit seminar in 10 minutes, and I have to go in a library and find a couple of handouts for it.
Oh, okay. It'll be getting late after that.
Look, tell you what, I'll text you in half an hour. If the seminar doesn't last too long, we could have a coffee in the canteen afterwards.
Oh, I hope so. That'll be great.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
Right, so let's design a plan. What ideas have you got so far?
Well, I wondered about doing something about relationships in the wild first. You know, maybe starting with animals.
That's quite a good idea, but I think the very first thing you need to do is give a definition of what you mean by your key terms.
Oh, so I need to say what terms like relationship mean?
Yeah. You could just do a diagram, you know, like you do when you brainstorm something.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'll do that first.
Right. After that, you could do a bit of background on the animal world. Yes, a quick look at relationships among ape groups would work.
Yeah, interesting. Just to show that relationships are part of life. So that's the definition and background. What next?
Well, then you have to move on to people. Are you going to target a particular age group or something else?
Well, I thought that first I would look at different... Well, there are so many places, aren't there, where we form relationships? In the office...
Yeah, within the family. Even toddlers aged 18 months or under have relationships.
Yeah, so I'll present those.
You mean the contexts for relationships?
Yes, that's the word.
You do have to find a way to limit the scope of the study.
Yeah, I could examine the 21 to 30 age group.
Or the next thing might be to select one type of relationship and go with that.
Good idea. I'll pick friendship and look at what makes that type of relationship work and...
Well, why don't you go through the stages in a friendship? But I would keep it simple. Just select 6.
6. Okay. I guess I could fit my practical work in here.
Yes. It's the sort of area that you can canvass people's opinions on. It might be good to get some opinions from people over the age of 60.
And, as a contrast, why don't I end by looking into the future? Maybe the future changes in...
Yeah, or better still, the influences, you know, with all the social networking that goes on now.
Okay, influences. Oh, that's been such a help, Victor. Thanks so much.
No problem. I'd better go and get some work done myself.
Okay, guys. Number 1. 1C, yes. 2. A. 3. 3 C. Not A. She had just borrowed some books, and then I think she's still holding that. So there's no way she have read those books yet. Number 4. For what? B. Yeah, the the tutor, the professor asked her to include some kind of a list of all of the books and documents she has read, and then to write the article. So that means that bibliography. 5. A, yes, get in contact in half an hour. He will send. He will text her. All right, now number 6, define what? Yeah, key terms. Yes, that's right. Very clear. Key terms. 7 background relationships in the what? Yeah, animal word. Yes. Animal word. And then, yeah, present an overview of the context. Yes, the guy only, yeah, she didn't know what which word she used, and then the guy said that context you mean. So, I mean context, yeah. And number 9. Stages, yeah, look at 6 stages. So, involved in a friendship, 6 stages. STAGES. Yeah. And the last one, yeah, they repeated many times. Predict the future. What? I think they repeated that word so many times. Yeah, influencers. Influencers with S, okay? Yeah. Okay, we will have a look at the script later. Okay. Now, exercise 6. Who's that? Okay, Thiên Nga, read that.
Complete the speaker signals for each of the answer in question. 6 to 10 are writing one word in each gap, then listen again to check your answer.
Yes. Now you need to think about a word and fill in each gap here, and then we will listen to the audio and check our answers. Yeah. All right. Now let's listen and check your answers. Track 8, right?
Track 8. Unit 7. Listening. Exercise 6.
Right. So let's design a plan. What ideas have you got so far?
Well, I wondered about doing something about relationships in the wild first. You know, maybe starting with animals.
That's quite a good idea, but I think the very first thing you need to do is give a definition of what you mean by your key terms.
Oh, so I need to say what terms like relationship mean?
Yeah. You could just do a diagram, you know, like you do when you brainstorm something.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'll do that first.
Right. After that, you could do a bit of background on the animal world. Yes, a quick look at relationships among ape groups would work.
Yeah, interesting. Just to show that relationships are part of life. So that's the definition and background. What next?
Well, then you have to move on to people. Are you going to target a particular age group or something else?
Well, I thought that first I would look at different... Well, there are so many places, aren't there, where we form relationships? In the office...
Yeah, within the family. Even toddlers aged 18 months or under have relationships.
Yeah, so I'll present those.
You mean the contexts for relationships?
Yes, that's the word.
You do have to find a way to limit the scope of the study.
Yeah, I could examine the 21 to 30 age group.
Or the next thing might be to select one type of relationship and go with that.
Good idea. I'll pick friendship and look at what makes that type of relationship work and...
Well, why don't you go through the stages in a friendship? But I would keep it simple. Just select 6.
6. Okay. I guess I could fit my practical work in here.
Yes. It's the sort of area that you can canvass people's opinions on. It might be good to get some opinions from people over the age of 60.
And, as a contrast, why don't I end by looking into the future? Maybe the future changes in...
Yeah, or better still, the influences, with all the social networking that goes on now.
Okay, influences. Oh, that's been such a help, Victor. Thanks so much.
No problem. I'd better go and get some work done myself.
All right. And guys, now number 6. Yeah, I think the very first thing you need to do is first 7. Yeah, after that you could do 8. Yeah, yes, that's the word. 9. Yeah, the next thing might be 2. 10. And why don't I end by blah blah, or better still, something. Okay? Alright guys, before we move on, let's take a short break. Yeah? Work in pairs. Take turns to speak for a minute on two on this topic. Describe someone who is a really good friend. Say who they are, how you met them, and why they are such a good friend. Okay. Just like speaking part 2, okay? Yeah. Okay, guys, do it. Just you have 1 minute to prepare, and then you speak for 1 to 2 minutes, okay? Yes, talk to your friends, of course. Yeah, you talk to your friends first, and then you tell me. So all of friends here can get the idea, okay? Sometimes they don't have enough ideas, they run out of opinions or something, then yeah, just prepare and then speak. Yeah, finished? Go. Yeah. Yeah, just practice. Yeah. Check the sound. Check chưa? Bây giờ nó nói 30 giây thì sao? Bấm giờ cho bạn mình nha, 2 phút này, bấm đàng hoàng, bấm đàng hoàng. Go. Bên bàn khác đây ở đây mà bạn nói nhiều lần sẽ quen thôi. Mình nói nhiều lần mình sẽ biết cách sử dụng lý như thế nào để Guys, 1 minute and 11 seconds. Talk more. Give some examples. Give some examples or explanations, okay? More examples, more explanations. Okay, yes. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, guys, that's it for our lesson today.